Okay, you guys, you can see from YouTube, man. Hello, YouTube. I want to thank every single one of you, man. Now I have 101 subscribers. I was just asking for 100, and now I have 101. I'm going to move my chair up a little bit. Hang on. Okay, there you go. Okay. Now I have 101 subscribers, man. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it so much, man. Like I said, I was asking everyone to. I only needed 3 to be at 100, and now I have 101, man. You can tell I'm pretty happy. I'm coming to you from what looks like a different location. It's in the same room. It's in my family room. I'm using a different laptop. I have 2 laptops. I use a computer a lot, so it's like having a spare tire in your car, right? If you don't have a spare tire in your car, man, you get a flat. Now you got problems. But anyways, I like to have a spare computer. So my other computer is starting to give me problems. So this is the first video on this computer, okay, on this laptop. So, anyways, hello again. Like I said, I can't believe now I have 101 subscribers. I know it's not a lot. A lot of channels have 40,000 subscribers, man. I think I've got, last time I looked, I think I've got like 80-something thousand views, but it's okay, man. Like I said, I'm trying to bring you guys some usable information, okay? That's the reason that I started this channel, and because I want to make a business to get people out of the USA. You guys see every day, man. I get messages all the time on my phone, okay? From people that want to leave the USA. They've had enough. They've had enough of the violence, enough of the stealing, enough of the craziness, enough of the prices, the cost of living, the insurance. They've just had enough of it. A lot of them have waited so long that now they don't have the money to leave. They don't have it. And a lot of them ask me for help, financially, but I can't do that. But like I said, that's the main reason they're trying to get people to come over here to live, is the cost of living. Okay, I live over here. I live in Cambodia for the cost of living, and that's it. And my wife and daughter. That's it. I don't live here for the beauty of it. Because most of the places you go, you're going to find a lot of poverty, a lot of rubbish, and the people here don't really care. Okay? It is one of the poorest countries in the world, which is good for people like me and possibly people like you to come over here and live. Okay? Because when you make a couple $1,000s a month or more, several $1,000s or more, whatever you make, in a country that's so poor, you can live really nice. Let me tell you, you can. Okay? But it comes with some drawbacks. Okay? It comes with some drawbacks because as a foreigner living over here, you have to always remember one thing. Okay? Chances are you don't speak their language. Okay, you don't speak Khmer, that's the Cambodian language. You can speak English. Okay, and you always have to be careful of these scammers. And I got scammed in a way that I just found out the other day, yesterday, matter of fact, or the day before. A couple years ago, the laptop that I'm using right now, I was a teacher, and at international school, and I brought this laptop in because the sound's better, the picture's better, and I brought it into school to show the students a YouTube video about how they could learn English better and stuff, like a cartoon type thing. I believe it's called English with Jessica, or Jessica's English, somewhere along those lines. Anyways, I brought my laptop in. I put it in a little bag I have for it, showed the students, got home, took it out, and the screen was cracked. Okay, I thought, oh man, I took it to a computer shop over here, and I told them I needed them to replace the screen. Could they replace the screen? They said no problem. Okay. Obviously, they needed my PIN number to get into my laptop because they were going to have to close it, and I gave it to them. And took a couple weeks. Said they had to order screen. Okay, all right, I got it, no problem. So called me up, said your computer's ready. I went over there and got it. The man plugged it in, showed me it worked. The screen was fine. I paid the money. It wasn't a whole lot of money. I don't remember the amount, to be honest with you. And I went about my way. Okay, 30-day warranty on it. No problem. Okay, I understand. So, anyways, I brought it home and I hooked it up. Used it for, I don't know, a day or so. No problems. Okay? So I kind of tucked it away as my backup laptop. Well, I went to go open it up the other day because this is my other laptop, my old one right here. You guys can see. I have another one. You guys can see. Right? My old one right over here was giving me some problems. Okay, so I said, I got another laptop. I'll just use this one. Well, when I opened it up, I found out that they put in a program. They put in a couple programs in my computer that I was unaware of. Okay, and every time I try to open it up and try to use anything, this pop-up window would come up in the middle of the screen telling me that I had to pay money. I could do it monthly or I could do it yearly to use my laptop. Okay? And the amounts of money were in Cambodian money, in real. Okay? So they put a program in there. I don't know if they got paid to do it. I don't know. They didn't know it was in there. Okay? And I had to go in deep into my computer, into the administrative part of my computer, which I know how to do. It's time consuming. And I had to find it. I did find it. And I took it out. Okay? But they also put in something else in my computer that I did not ask them to put in. It's called TeamViewer. Anybody know anything about computers? TeamViewer is if you have a computer and you work in a big company and you want to make a message and you want everyone to see, you don't want 15 people or 20 people standing around your desk trying to look at a laptop or a computer. So they can access, right, computer. They can see what you're working on. Okay? They use it in big companies to make sure you're not looking at pornography, you're not looking at Facebook or whatever. A lot of big companies, they use it. But they put that on my computer. I didn't ask them to put that on there. Okay? So I found that. I had to take that out. So this is my first video that I've made on this laptop. It's kind of like a test video. I don't know how I don't know yet. I think I have taken everything out that they put in. Okay? But I learned a lesson. Okay? I will never ever bring a laptop or a phone to a shop here in Cambodia. Because you see, they didn't know that I'm pretty computer literate. I don't know how to change a screen in a laptop. This is one of the things I don't know how to do, but I do know about the software inside. Okay? Changing a screen, I don't know anything about. So, anyways, I learned a lesson. Okay? It took me all day yesterday and part of today already. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning over here. To take out all the crap they put in there. Okay? That's called a scam. Okay? And it's many a scams. Okay? Over here. Okay? And I'm pretty aware about most of them, but this one, I didn't have to pay any money. I fixed it myself. But it was frustrating and it was time consuming. And I still might end up having to buy another computer because I don't know if this is going to work or not. And also, let me tell you about another one over here. Okay? You guys can go ahead and go on that damn nasty platform X if you want. Okay? There's all these girls on there wanting to show you everything. Okay? Okay? I went on there. I made 2 X accounts. trying to promote my business, Live Rich Cambodia, man. Try to get people to come over. Like I said, there's pros and cons about everything, man. USA sucks, but you know, somebody like me, I can go there. I probably, well, I'm 67, so I probably wouldn't be able to find a job easy. But back in the day, I could. I could always make a lot of money there. Okay, over here, it's not like that. These people are lucky if they make $300 a month. Most of them don't even have a $20 in their damn pocket. So when you see all these girls over here, sometimes because they know now that I live in Cambodia, so I get these DMs all the time from X. Okay, and at first they're friendly. You know, they're asking me where to live, blah blah blah, and I'm telling them I would teach. Then next thing you know, they want me to click on their damn OnlyFans, or they want to try to sell me pictures of themselves with no clothes on, or they want me to send them a gift card or something, put money on them because their mom's sick, some other kind of crap. And it's just endless. It's endless. I must have deleted yesterday off my phone 100 of these messages I get from these girls over here. Okay? Because let me tell you something. You go to the tourist area, you go to the downtown area of Phnom Penh, that is the capital, down there by the Mekong. Excuse my phone, that's the security system. You go down there by the Mekong, where all the tourists go, and there's nice hotels, beautiful hotels, nice restaurants, okay, and all that stuff. But there's just hundreds of girls down there, okay? They call them boom boom girls. And you got a $20 bill, you're going to get something, okay? Okay? But you're most likely going to get scammed, okay? They're going to take you into a hotel room. They're going to tell you, you go in there and go take a shower, man, and we're going to go have some fun together. And you're going to think, okay, especially after a couple of drinks. I don't drink, but after a couple of drinks, you're not going to be thinking clearly. You're going to go hop in that damn shower. When you come out, all your stuff's going to be gone. Your phone, the only thing you're going to have is that towel wrapped around you. And you don't know that girl's name, and you're not going to be able to tell the police one damn thing. Okay? Chances are the police don't speak any English either. So those are the kinds of things that suck about living over here. Okay, like I said, it is hella cheap, and I would recommend anyone that is on a fixed income and that has any kind of skills at all, if it's teaching, like I said, you don't even have to have a teaching certificate over here just to be able to read and write and teach proper grammar. But if you got computer skills, you got it. You can come over here and live so damn nice. You know what I mean? You come over here, man. You make. I'm just going to use an example, okay? Because I'm not going to speak. But you come over here, man. You make $4,000 a month. You are going to live hella nice. You say, oh, you're going to live like you're not going to live like a king, obviously. Everybody says that, but you're going to live hella nice, man. Okay? You got $4,000 a month over here. You're going to be living nice, but, okay, like I said, to most of these people that live over here, okay, $4,000, it would take them 2 or 3 years to make that much. Okay, most of them over here only make $250, $300 a month. Okay, that's more money than they can. It's unimaginable to them. Okay, so like I said, there's pros and cons about living everywhere. USA pro. Okay, you got federally insured banks. You got, I don't know. I don't. You know, there are some nice places, right? You got some nice national parks and everything, man. But like I said, living over here, man, if you're on a fixed income, this is the place to come. Okay? This is the place to come. Okay? So, like I said, if you do come over here, okay, you got to be on your toes all the time, because obviously they can tell by looking at you that you're not Cambodian. Okay? They look at you and they think this son of a bitch is an ATM, and I'm going to take as much money from them as I can. Like I said, especially these girls. Okay? Especially these girls. They will open their legs, but they won't open a book. Okay? Can you imagine that? Having sex with a stranger for $20? Man, that just blows my mind sometimes, man. And there's hundreds of them. You go downtown area, man, at nighttime, man, it is just full of those girls. They're just everywhere. Okay? So, like I said, this is my first video on this one, and I want to thank you guys again, man. Keep hitting that subscribe button, man. Like I said, this is like my test video. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to make videos on this laptop, which would be hella cool because the camera looks so much nicer than the other one, right? You guys can probably see my white ass skin now, right? But anyways, so please keep hitting that subscribe button. I'm going to keep making videos. I didn't make none for a little bit because I was having some problems with my other laptop, man. It just shuts off, and I lose the internet connection, and it wants to restart all the time for no apparent reason. And so anyways, like I said, I might have to go buy me another new laptop, okay? So I don't know yet. I'm going to try to, like I said, this is my test video, man. But thank you guys again, man. 101 subscribers. And that's just so cool, man. I want to thank you guys so much. Like I said, if you do come over here, you be careful, okay? Especially you guys, okay, on this X, okay? It's a nasty platform. And it's where these nasty girls go, and especially the ones that live over here, okay? Let me tell you how nasty it is. They won't even come out of their house. They just hide in their bedroom because they're ashamed to see their face on the street, okay? So, like I said, please come over here. Check it out. It's cheap. You can live hella cheap. You see, you can't. You can kind of see my house right over here, man. $78,000, man. You can't even buy a damn car in the United States for $78,000. Okay. So, like I said, there's pros and cons. They got some really nice schools over here. You got $4,000 or $5,000 a year, man. You get your baby into a nice school, man. Really nice school. Okay. So, like I said, you guys think about that. And I'm gonna try to upload this video onto YouTube right now, man, on this new laptop. So it might or might not be there. I'll talk to y'all later.